Hello, and welcome to Life of a Boss, the podcast, hosted by entrepreneur, public speaker, and mentor, Jason Hardin. This podcast is all about helping audiences create and reach their own definition of success through positive thinking, perseverance, and personal development. Having survived extreme obstacles from an early age, such as cancer, poverty, abuse, family dysfunction, and even homelessness, Jason has learned how to master the art of resilience and defy all odds to become the boss he is today. So, get ready for some serious game and remember to keep an open mind. Now, without further delay, here is your host, Jason Hardin.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another wonderful episode of Life of a Boss, the podcast. I am your host, Jason Hardin, and I am extremely grateful, as always, to be here. It's a special episode today, and I know I say they're all special because they're all special, but, man, it's specialer. Man, we got a cool episode today, and today's episode is really why I call this show the realest show on personal development, man, because it's not just about everybody else's definition of success. It's about your definition of success, and some of us come from very different starts, and our definition of success can be whatever still, you know. So that being said, man, my brother, digital media coordinator himself, Uno Mash, influencer, YouTuber, social media star. This brother's him. And
the bag of chips.
Awesome background. He helped us with a project. He was on our project, Pasadena, exploring solutions to reduce gang violence. So the brother definitely was about that life. You know what I'm saying? And uses that in his platform, always speaking some positive stuff, always speaking about the evolution. And I'm telling him right now because I don't get the chance to tell him this online, man. I appreciate what he does because he is the evolution of today's young brother. You know what I'm saying? And of what these youngsters who got caught up in they childhood faults and pitfalls and influences, who got caught up in that life early, what they can still do, what they can still be, what they can still recover from and turn into their definition of success still. You know, I look at this brother like he's a very successful man, and he is, you know, and that's like beyond his followers and his likes and tweets. I'm talking about beautiful family. You know what I'm saying? Successful lifestyle, always doing what he wants to do, living like a straight boss, and living to my definition, his definition of success. So that being said, Mr. Uno Mash himself, how you doing, brother?
Oh man, I'm blessed. I'm happy to be here. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm always up for a good conversation, for a good debate, for, you know, to dive into some debauchery. I'm always looking for a next level conversation. So, you know, this type of podcast, this type of vibe is more my, you know, what I'm into versus all the over the top bullshit that you commonly see on most of these platforms. You know, I'm looking for a good sparring of words. You feel what I'm saying? Me being a rapper,
yeah,
that's kind of what I'm looking forward to. You know, when you had that mental clash.
Yeah.
Show, that's what I'm on.
So, well, I appreciate that, and I appreciate that this is a place you want to have that discussion, because it is a place for that discussion. I appreciate what you do. For those that don't know, Uno acts a fucking fool online sometimes, and in the most hilarious, like the brother is viral. I don't know if we gonna get into any of it particularly, but he might have some stuff he want to talk about on some of his content. Right. But his content is very raw. You know, it's very hood based. It's very it's very what's that, current event based. It's always about what's going on, and he has an opinion on everything, and you know, the things that you see on your timeline when you scrolling is just jokes and memes. Like he does, that's him.
Right.
He probably made half the shit you done seen jokes about, and he's been doing it for a while.
You know what I be telling people is, like, throughout history, human beings have kind of used music as a healing property. You know, certain reverberations that the body give off, certain frequencies also reverberate the same with music. So, like, that's why certain seances and certain like, you would see situations where you would have groups boom, 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 in these deep seances, you know what I'm saying? They was invoking, you know, healing properties that probably were foreign to us. But if you can find a way to take that same music, to take the same creativity and art of expression of music and kind of mix it with some comedy behind it, oh man, you can capture anybody's attention, you know what I'm saying? And me being an artist, like as a rapper, I already knew the power of words because they always say, you know, you manifesting or you speaking shit into reality and all that. But as an artist, it's like, it's already reality. It's like you just reporting the reality.
Yeah.
But it's also true too that you can attract like certain things into your life based on what you ingest. So if you wake up early in the morning, the first thing you do is put on, nigga, I kill you, I kill you, I kill you. You might have these thoughts in the back of your mind festering without knowledge of them, and you might lash out like that. So I tried to change my whole little program because all my life I've been on savage mode because I grew up where the savages was at. Yeah. But I'm like, okay, the new wave is to get money and to act like you enjoying it while you're doing it. Yeah. So what better way to do that than to tap into every outlet that's available to you? Comedy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So people always say like, damn, man, I ain't never met a gang member that crack as many as jokes. I don't give a shit. You don't know me. You know what I'm saying? I've transitioned to a point now where I can get in the crowd with anybody. Back in the days, you know, the immature me would be limited by my impulses. Yeah. Now that I'm more advanced in my, you know what I'm saying, what I do out here, come on, man, we getting money. Yeah. And we sitting at the table with anybody. Yeah. As long as the respect is brought first, I mean, we gonna run it in. And I had to really mature on my own, bro. No one could make me get to this place where I'm at mentally, but trial and error and suffering. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm at where I'm at. I can't go back, dog. I can't go back doing the same shit. Not unless it's my life on the line. Yeah. And 9 out of 10 times, it ain't that serious, man. Yeah. We be kind of killing it as men. You know what I'm saying? We kind of, you know, the whole alpha male thing, top dog, the big dick nigga in the room. You know, and that we tend to go over the top a little bit. So when I tapped into this new comedy me, it's like I'm being more vulnerable than ever. But don't play with me at the same time because this is a business. But at the same time, it's something I'm really into. So, you know, I take this shit all the way serious. You feel what I'm saying? Like every day we trying to line up a skit. We trying to line up some new contacts. We trying to meet some new business people. Every day is a hustle. Just like how we used to sell rocks on the corner. You know, you wake up, your main goal is to sell this dope. My main goal now is to sell this content and be legit while doing it. So my wife ain't got to worry about the police coming. My kids ain't got to be like, my dad back in jail. Now everything is legal and legit. And it feel good because the police can't take shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, bro.
I love it, bro. And I do know. And the man just answered every question I had in the interview.
He crazy.
Right there in his opening statement, brother, man. Case closed.
Lace him.
Life of a boss, man. This brother just can drop the mic and just walk the fuck off and leave right now. But I'm glad that he covered all that, and we still got all this time.
Right.
So
lace him up.
So that was just the beginning. That was the intro.
Lace him up.
You know, he got up in there. He got up in there with drug dealings, gang violence, change and transformation, man. Money getting.
It's like a puzzle piece, though, man. It's like a puzzle. Like you see it. Like if I just throw all these pieces out there for you, you'll never appreciate the art for what it is. But if I can lay it out in a way you can connect it in a visual way, oh man, you're gonna see it's a masterpiece every time.
We're gonna start there. Okay. The first thing that caught my attention, like in regards to, you know, working together with the film, is the art you create. You know, and when I say art, not just, you know, graffiti or paintings or whatever. I mean really promotional art like flyers and clips, and you were doing this before it got easy, before there were as many filters on, and before they were just already included in other apps, and I thought those were incredible, you know. Okay. And knowing your background, I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised as fuck. Like, man, this gang banging ass nigga got just art and talent, and it could have been anything he wanted in life. And it was incredible because I'm like, it was professional shit. It was like, okay, this is dope, you know, and to see and to know that that's what you do for a living, you know, and that's like not just for a job and a living, but also for a life, and what you do off the court and what you do at home. You know, it's all this content creation, and I respect it and I appreciate it. But like I said, it all started with that art. You answered it already, but I'm gonna try to get more on it. You said you create your art like it's like changing your music into that art. So
Right.
you're trying to get that same emotion. But what got you into? What made you interested in the programs and the apps and doing it all digitally?
Well, you know, being an artist, being a rapper, you have to find different ways, different avenues to promote your brand, to promote your likeness, your image, and to make yourself available to certain entities and conglomerates, obviously.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do was I wanted to find a way to reach into people's on an emotional level. You know what I'm saying? And I know that, you know, certain colors invoke emotion, certain songs, certain floral patterns like yellow, red, also know certain low vibrations invoke emotion. So what we wanted to do is find a way to bring the raw human emotion into a way that we could sell products. And that's kind of what I adapted, this style, this urban hip style that's focused primarily on music, certain floral patterns, certain frequencies and vibrations, and it's been successful so far. You know, a lot of companies don't really know the power of the urban media, but the fact of the matter is, like, it's huge. It can't be contained. The number one genre right now in America, music. So, I mean, hip hop, excuse me. So just think, as me being a rapper, also possessing these skills now where I can, you know, work these servers and work these .coms and all that, it was only the universe telling me, line this shit up, nigga. Like, line it up and bring it into one. You know, somehow I have to make this shit merge in a way that's beneficial. And that's what I've been focused on these past few years. You know, I stepped back from hip hop because, like I said early on, you know, I've had attempts made on my life. I've had all types of crazy shit come from this rap shit. Because, you know, I'm not the average rapper, dog.
Yeah.
When I get on the mic, I'm going to say everything that's probably shouldn't be said. You know, you have a lot of artists that'll be like, oh, yeah, blah, 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 blah. You're nobody, though, nigga.
Let's talk about that. Let's stop right there. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Let's stop right there. And so that, too, it touches on the transformation, or let's say the transition from the art that you like to produce, you know, rap music and the videos and all that, into this graphic design, this video editing, this content creation. And I guess you're saying that the motivation, or at least the benefit of that transition has been in the safety and the longevity in what you're trying to do and in your life period, you know. And where does that come from? Did you, is it from marriage? Is it from being a father? Is it like, where does that I care about,
to be honest,
getting home?
To be honest, I never really gave a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I always look at
When
it
did it start?
I was one of them type of dudes that was like, you know, whatever gonna happen, gonna happen.
Yeah.
Whatever the cards is gonna give me, it's gonna happen. Whatever the universe. I was that type of nigga, which is the dumbest mind state to have.
Yeah.
So it took my wife kind of. I always give credit to my wife in this aspect, because it was her kind of steering me into to different learning experiences and different conversations that made me accept different avenues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when I used to mess with certain females, you know, change was never brought about.
No,
you don't have change discussion talks with just any girl.
Yeah.
She has to be raised in her mind to even have that conversation with you.
Yeah.
I was just dealing with the worst types. You know what I'm saying? So it was no motivation to change. It was no motivation to try a different avenue. It was nothing substantial or concrete. But when I met my old lady, she was like, you know, nigga, you don't want to die, do you? You don't want to die in these streets over some stupid shit, such as, like, you know, where you from, nigga? You know, let's keep it real. That's a silly way to die. But a lot of my friends have went out that way. So I was like, damn, I'm not immune to it, my nigga. This is Pasadena. I'm not immune to gang violence. You're not either. We can step out here tonight and get ambushed. That's just how the cookies crumble when you're in a city where that's what goes on. That's how it operates. You know that. So I said, you know what? Damn, I need to get myself safe and stop doing the I'm over here, you know. I need to kind of get back, chill out a little bit, get off the mic saying blood every 6 seconds, turn down wearing red like it's the only color I own.
Yeah.
You know, I had to make some little subtle changes, my nigga. And over the years, I kind of was able to mold into a new character where I feel like now I'm not really so confrontational about shit like I used to be.
Was the sole motivation for that change being married and your wife?
Mm-mm.
What else was it?
Me just coming into my manhood. You know, and like I always tell my wife, like, yeah, I'm gonna give you
growing up.
I'm like, I'm gonna give you the credit.
Yeah,
because for sure you planted the seed.
Yeah.
But I'm the one that had to nourish this idea, this concept of a new me.
Yeah.
And it's not easy to embrace. So looking at my kids, looking at my seeds, looking at my son, looking at the crime rate, looking at statistics, considering my life and background, considering all of that, I said, what's more important to me? Money and family. And something else has to take us to step back. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to say it, but something has to take a step back.
Yeah.
And, you know, certain people are not going to accept that. You know, a lot of people want to accept that step back because it takes a lot to take a step back. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot, especially when you're in the height of the bullshit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It's the most extreme time to change.
So you be like, oh, you know what? I don't want that anymore. Let me hold up. You know?
And everybody like, hold on, we was in the middle of something.
It has ramifications. For sure.
So, how did you deal with the challenges? Basically, did you ever want to quit? Did you ever say, you know what, this is doing good, this being positive shit, you know, fuck all this shit. You know, I'm keeping it real. You know, like man, it's some bullshit. You know, I was getting way more money, I was happier, or what, like whatever it was. Was there ever a moment where it was better to be the way you were instead of the person you are?
Man, that's like a battle that I deal with every day of my life. Is straddling that fence. Because, like, I've always been the type of person where, like, I'm easily affected. And when I say that, like, anything can set me off. Like, why does he keep looking at me? What they say, or you ain't gonna say excuse me, or you just gonna bump me? Like, because I was raised going to jail. I started going to jail as a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Throughout my life, it was a pattern that I continued on. So I had this confrontational, standoffish thing going on my whole life. So it kind of keeps people at bay. You know, and people don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But it also alienates you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a two-edged blade and shit. You know what I'm saying? You get cut both ways. You feel what I'm saying? Here you are, you secure. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got the unity of the squad. Everything is perfect. But then you're alienated from society. They look at you like a terrorist. You're a fucking, you know what I'm saying? You got all of these bad ramifications that are associated with it. So it's like, which one do I pick? And for a while, I picked this one because, like, I felt like it was working for me. But once I adapted this family, as far as, you know, settling down. Of course, I had kids, but I didn't have a wife. That's a totally different ballgame, my nigga. Once you have a wife and you do the whole commitment, and it's serious, my nigga.
I believe it.
And I was a player, but I decided to get married because I'm like, nigga, I don't want to be no fucking 50-year-old nigga in the club talking about, hey, shawty, you know what I'm saying? I'm more fly than that to me. To me, I'm like a mafia nigga. Like, and you know, this mafia niggas always had a wife. They had house. The house was sold up. Shit was good at the crib, and they was doing all that gangster shit in the streets. That's how the style I adapted was this mafia style. Until it got to the point where you can't be hot and cold. Either you gonna chill out, my nigga, or you gonna go back to what you was doing. And I'm a 2-strike felon. You know what I'm saying? My record is long as Crenshaw. You know, everybody, if you know me, you know I've been into it with the law enforcement for a while. So it's only right that I make the right decision for me, my kids, my wife, and the rest of the people that look up to me to kind of follow the certain shit. The scale of life, bro. It overbalances it. And to me, I just can't go back to what I was doing because it's not common sense.
It's not, it doesn't create the results you want.
Right.
And right now you're getting the results you want.
The money's not in it. We don't get paid to risk our lives. We don't get paid for the trauma that we inflict. We don't get paid for the trauma that's inflicted upon us. We're not doing no self-healing. We ain't doing no therapy. We ain't doing nothing but doing this. This is therapy. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're not sitting down with a licensed person that specializes in trauma and helping you vent and displace these hidden demons and all that. Nah, nigga, all we do is smoke weed and talk about it. But really, if more of us black men went to therapy, bruh, the black community will flourish. But the fact of the matter is, we going into this shit full of demons,
Yeah.
full of demons from our dads, full of demons from our moms. We already festered with this shit, and it just comes to life.
Let me cut you off because
Go ahead.
you're touching on such an important subject, you know, because I believe it begins and ends, you know, success itself and anything worthwhile begins and ends with mental health, with how you think and your mentality, your mindset, what you offer of. You know what I'm saying? And for you to talk about therapy and mental health, like passionately and openly,
Right.
I appreciate that. How do you address the mental health issues and like you say, the battles that come from where you've been every day? What keeps you? Do you speak to someone?
Okay. I'm not a liar, so I'm
Yeah.
not gonna tell you a lie. I believe in therapy, but I haven't had the courage to go do it yet.
I appreciate that.
My wife, she speaks to a therapist for other reasons, not like a wedding therapist, but like other type. You know what I'm saying? And I see like how she's gotten so stronger mentally and her thoughts. So I'm like, maybe it can't be that bad if I tap in with the therapist.
Yeah.
But me being a hood nigga and taking all my pain and shit to the weed and to the homies, those is the therapists.
Yeah.
But you unfortunately gotta think like, how is the homies helping me with anything when these niggas crazy too?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we all
yeah,
fucked
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Nobody's had any type of healing. So you can't self heal, my nigga.
No.
Only thing you can self heal is your epidermis, and that's hard too. Sometimes it still leaves a scar. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I had to learn that maybe I should try some therapy. So I started with the self-help books and the little seminars and the online therapy and all that, just to see if I could adjust to that. And to be honest, I kind of felt threatened and I felt a little bit intimidated by it. And I was like, God damn, I don't want to be telling my business to no motherfucking random ass niggas.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
fool, you don't want to, like, I thought, this is what I thought, to be honest with you, about therapists. Like, if I would see a therapist, I kind of want him to have like a little hood background or a little understanding of the streets, because the streets give you PTSD, my nigga.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
They talk about the war in Iraq and all of these wars and all this and how soldiers come home fucked up.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, my nigga, we've been in a war in the hood forever. They never talk about it though. They never say, oh, these niggas is crazy. You know what they say? Put them in jail.
Yeah.
Instead of offering us alternatives to help us with these deep-rooted issues.
Yeah.
The hood give you PSD all day, my nigga.
Yeah.
You seen your homie get killed, you're fucked in the head forever. You got brain matter on your shirt, you will never look at life the same. You see all this trauma in the hood, they do not acknowledge it though. You know what I'm saying? They want to suppress us in this little bitty box. So that's why it's important that we, that's coming from out the box, talk about, nigga, it's cool to go talk to somebody, bro.
Yeah.
Because maybe you'll get a better understanding about what we've been hearing cultivated in the hood, which is the same cycle of bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so appreciative that you're open, because it starts with this. Even like you said, you ain't talked to anybody yet. You can talk about this to anyone is a step in the right direction.
Of course.
And you know, you said something, and it was along the lines of PTSD and being able to speak to someone who we can have that understanding with, but also you talked about, you know, that mafia lifestyle and have your family together. And I want to talk about The Sopranos.
Okay, hit me.
You know, Tony went to therapy every day, every episode.
Of course.
And the one thing he understood, because she didn't understand the gangster lifestyle. You know,
I love that show.
That's not what she was there for. The understanding that he had and that he was able, that gave him the ability to talk to her.
Right.
Was the legal ramifications of saying anything.
That's true.
That I tell you. So when you go to somebody
go ahead.
official and a license, feel free to talk to them.
Right. Okay.
You know, maybe the person on the phone trying to sell you something else, he ain't bound to say.
Okay. Well, in my defense,
Yeah.
not to cut you off or be rude or disrespectful to your platform.
No, not at
but
all.
niggas that grow up on the code of silence, it's hard for us to disclose shit to just anybody.
Oh, yeah.
You got to think. in the La Costa Nostra, in the underground world that we live in this mafia life we live in, where murders are common and mutilation and rape and kidnapping and all that, you kind of learn to shut the fuck up about any and everything. You might see someone get smoked right in front of you. When they come ask you what happened, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You're taught to keep your mouth shut. But, you know, that way of teaching only goes so far. Because, like, somebody always asks me, like, well, what if someone smoked your family in front of you? And the police ask you, is you going to tell the police? And then that's where you torn right in and there from being a gangster or a civilian. Me being right in the middle, I got to go gangster. You know why? Because the people that I've been going through it the course of my life would never look at me any kind of way but that, my nigga. And that's what I always try to tell people, like, yeah, you got a different look about you. Yeah, your haircut's cool. I know that you're dressing different. Yeah. But all that shit you did before you put on that new costume and that new demeanor of yours, the people still look at you the same.
Yeah, yeah.
So you always got to keep a bit of you attached at all times, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it's so hard for me to be like, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm all off. I'm turning it all the way off.
Yeah.
It gotta be on just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they're not gonna say, oh man, he do jokes, man. Yeah. He ain't like that no more.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's the exact opposite.
What'd you say in the film? You said they might not have a changed heart.
Thank you. I've said this before.
You know?
And I live on this. They might not have a changed heart. So me wanting to hoping the universe blesses me with this, man, wonderful enlightenment and this safety, I'ma just do right by niggas. If you fuck with me, I'm gonna go overboard. And that's how I live. Like, that's how I live my life. I'm so respectful to anybody because my whole life I used to ask niggas where they from every 6 seconds. Yeah. That's all we knew. Yeah. Strangers passing by on the car, getting off the bus, random people, citizens. Where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from? Which is weird when you think about it because we're all from Earth, obviously. Yeah. But that's something we adapted, right? We can't do that though, bro. And I couldn't do that no more because, like, bro, I'm an OG, my nigga. Like, I ain't a young nigga no more. I got little homies that could do that.
What keeps your mind occupied? Because I'm gonna say that because, like, I know so many folks from that life, and the reason why they are still about that life is because that's all they have. There's nothing that they're interested in, or nothing worth saying that they're interested in. I know there's a motherfucker out there right now, nigga, from some gang somewhere who like yarn. You know, that motherfucker like knitting in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like crocheting in the some bitch. His grandma got him into it. That motherfucker want to make a scarf right now like a motherfucker, but he don't want to because he gonna get looked at different.
That's
you know,
true.
Motherfucker go see him pull out that little motherfucking stick.
That's true.
And they gonna be like, what
Man,
the
that's
fuck?
some real, you know what? It's deep. I gotta elaborate on that what you just said because, man, I think that's one of the biggest flaws that we adapt as niggas, that street niggas.
Yeah.
That we kind of always gotta be a certain way. Like, nigga, you better not joke. Ain't no smiling.
How do you get out of that, bro? That's what I want to know. How do you? Cause you obviously, and I'm gonna say this on some real shit, bro. You're not just old school member of your gang, bro. You become the ambassador of the evolution of where this can go and where this can be. Because there's nothing that makes gang and gang banging any less important, any less impactful, any less dangerous, any less anything, but the evolution for it to be something else, or at least known for something else, has to change and has to start somewhere.
That's what I tell my homies
and I
all the
see
time,
you very
man.
open with who you hang out with who you kick it with, from both sides, all sides. The mentality, you don't dumb it down. You don't say, hey man, that wasn't me, or try to make excuses for it, man. This is what it is. This is how it is, man. You ain't trying to. If you ain't knowing what the fuck I'm doing, you still lost, brother. Right. And I love that attitude you put on it, and I love that realness about it, because like you say, it's not something you can just shut off. It's not something that you can just cut off. And I want people out there to know that when they're faced with these experiences of this life that they used to live and ain't about no more, that there's somebody out there that understands those challenges. There's somebody out there who went through it, gone all the way through it, is on the other side right now. And I look at you like one of those brothers, man. Like, you on the other side of what that other brother who is yarning, whatever they call that, is scared of. You know, he don't want to come out as a motherfucker to play with some yarn. You know,
look, but you know what? What you just said, I swear, is some real shit, because like, it's a distraction.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, like, when you commit to the street code, there is no allowed distractions in a sense. It's like you're viewed as weak if you're not, your primary focus isn't that.
Yeah. It don't matter if it's yarn or not, huh? You still gonna get clowned even if it's something hard.
Even if you done made
different.
a 24 karat gold Nike tennis shoe from scratch out your hand, the homies is gonna find a way to rip you if you ain't talking about what they talking about.
Yeah.
And you know, as men, and that's the key word that I'm leaning towards right there. Like, as men, you just gotta say, you know what, bro? I'm doing this for me. You don't understand it. I can't convince you of why it's important to me, but I gotta do it for my own sanity before I lose my fucking mind.
At what point did your definition of a man change? Because obviously you always had a definition of a man. You know, when you was running them streets, so this was being dude. When you was banging there, this was a motherfucker dude.
You know what I thought a man was? A nigga that just had money.
Really?
My whole life, like, well, you know, I want to say from my early years, I thought a man was just a nigga that had money. Like, oh, you know, that nigga balling. He the man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga, he got all these earthly possessions. He the man.
Yeah.
Oh, he got all the girls. Oh, that's the man. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know being a man entails, like, man, so many different other things.
Like that janitor. Right. Like that who came home to his house was paid for.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know
didn't
that.
see him as a man.
I didn't know you had to wear many hats to being a man.
Yeah.
It's not just having, you know, the ability to fuck a woman, to impregnate her, to give her your seed, or it's just not because you're stronger or you're more dominant. Being a man is like, you know, it's about priorities. It's about regulating yourself. It's about being in touch with your intellectual side, your articulate side, as well as, you know, I'm not going to say feminine side, but your more, you know, sensitive side.
Yeah.
For me, I never really wanted to embrace none of that soft shit because it was looked at like as a weakness.
Yeah.
So I was always over the top, extra'd out, always, that's too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But marriage kind of, it humbled me, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not like my opinion is just top opinion no more. I had to settle down this ego that I had.
You got to take a vote. When you married, you got to take a vote.
Yeah,
like
the ego had to be silenced in order for my
marriage
to be happy. And now I've been married 10 years now. And the homies be all, oh, nigga, you always trying to give marriage advice like you some type of wedded marriage guru. And I be like, hold up, shut the fuck up. Listen to me.
Yeah.
I've been with my old lady for 17 years. This is about to be 18, nigga.
Wow.
I've been married 10 years. I've been living with my old lady for 18 years.
Yeah.
From the time
so
I met her,
we
moved in. Don't
yeah.
tell me about women. Nigga, I know this.
Yeah.
And I'm talking from a perspective of an intellectual woman. Someone that's smart, creative, that ain't got 80 bodies, that walls ain't been knocked down with the breaking balls. I'm talking about someone that really, these intellectual women that we need to be trying to pursue. You already know, you Lord of the Rings too.
Yeah.
You into the forbidden nectar too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You didn't sign your life away. But it's a good thing. And people look at marriage like, oh, nigga, you got married. You thought this nigga that got married. You signed your life to the hood, nigga, for nothing. You fucking gave your life to a fucking $20 robbery for nothing. You out here selling dope to make $100, risking 20 years in a life for nothing. You thinking your dick in hood rats raw for nothing. So it's about balance, my nigga. What works for you, my nigga? And I think the foundation of marriage, like, I don't know, maybe it solidifies like your actions, maybe like more, you gotta be more grounded because you're like, okay, I gotta take care of this, I gotta take care of that, I gotta take care of this. I'm the man of this shit too, on top of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's when the man shit come in at right there. How you gonna take care of your old lady? Even if she don't need it, it's still your responsibility in a sense to make sure she got what she need and want, right? Yeah. Same thing. I got kids at the house. They daddy. So I really got to step my manhood shit up. You know what I'm saying? And how can I have time to be on the corner talking about where you from? And I got these little chirping ass birds at home waiting on some shit. You get what I'm saying? So that's where you say, well, how do I stay focused on that? That's how it is. It's the whole.
Always something to do as a man, meaning as a father, as a husband. Your list is already long.
You know what's crazy though? Being married is like, it's like being an all-star. It's like because you played in the league for so many years, my nigga. You was just in the league, like all that, like type of shit. And then they put your jersey in the Raptors. Yeah. I mean, and you up there, you like, damn, look at me. Remember me? I was bagging them back then. Remember that was me back. And everybody know you had the coldest dunk on the block. You know what I mean? Dunking. Yeah. Everybody know you had the coldest dunk on the block. And now look at you sitting on the bench. You got the family right here. And y'all looking up at the jersey, and you say, you know what? This is incredible. I lived through all of this and I'm still balling. Because I got a family over here. This the pension. This is the retirement setup. All of this I can look back. You can't be a hooper forever, my nigga. Get what I'm saying? You can't be a hooper forever. Eventually you might throw your calf out. Eventually anything might happen. So for me, foundation being a hood nigga, going to jail all the time.
Yeah.
Zero, can you accept the collect call? You need foundation.
Yeah.
You need some loyalty. You
Yeah.
can't be giving your life to no hood rats as a street nigga. And I tell the homies all of that. How do y'all be in the streets fucking with hood rats and being serious about it? It makes no sense to me whatsoever, bro. You got to find you a lady that's like the exact opposite of you. Niggas be... I mean, it is what it is. You want the balance, my nigga. You need the counteract. You need the yin and yang. You need to offset the bullshit you bring to the table. Because, like, imagine if I was the same nigga sitting at this interview and I had the exact opposite woman at home that I told you I had. Nigga, what's up, blood? Y'all turn up, nigga. What? I will be dead.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
nigga,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I will be gone. You know why? I will be careless. I will be thoughtless, I will be childish, I will be immature as fuck because there's no ramifications for the shit that I do. It ain't nobody to go in the bedroom and say, hey, nigga, you tripping.
Yeah.
You need to sit your dumb ass the fuck down before you get smoked.
Nobody that has a vote on what you do. And marriage gives somebody else a vote in your life.
That's why I tell the homies, leave the hood rats alone. Leave them alone, bro. If you a nigga that's getting up in his years, my nigga, stop it, my nigga. Excuse me. Put your dick away and use your common sense, my nigga.
You said something very important, man, and it's being with somebody that's opposite of you, and not just that. It's like being with somebody that is really, basically being with somebody that doesn't need you.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of brothers is scared to be with somebody who even touch somebody that don't need them, because then
that's true.
They gotta level up.
That's true.
They know all this shit is on borrowed time. It's just, you know, and I'll say that and I put that out there because it's real, you know, and I think some people, instead of getting over that or learning how to level up and be with somebody and still call themselves a man with somebody that can out-earn them, outspeak them, out-game them, but just love them any motherfucking way, and willing to teach them everything they know and get on their level. I think so many people are scared of that.
Yeah,
and scared to admit when they not the man in some shit, especially to a woman. They'd rather give the credit to a OG from the hood than to a bitch that just know more than you, got more game, she was raised better. You know what I'm saying? And so
you know what it is? We're men, bro. We can't. Nigga, we used to fight dinosaurs and shit. We're the builders of the earth. Let's not downgrade our manhood, but at the same time, we gotta have the women with us, my nigga, it's like
it's always been a partnership.
Thank you.
So I mean, at some point you have to understand that. So, like, how would you explain it to them youngsters, them knucklehead youngsters, all the niggas you talking about, all the ones that think it's all about, you know, the shit they see in these videos, all about that lifestyle, that belly or whatever. You know what I'm saying? How do you explain it to them?
Okay.
That what you talking about, this is better. That this retirement from the game, it's way better when you plan this retirement instead of living that life like it's just gonna take you here. You have to be intentional about this.
What I do, to keep it real with you, I lead by example.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you do that. I see that.
I'm not afraid to tell a war story at a time where I was humiliated or I suffered a broke heart or I was, left feeling neglected or fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I tell the homies, like, look, bro, I'm your OG, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm your big homie, little. Yeah. And I'm that's the whole purpose of a big homie. Growing up in the hood, like, you only had a few real big homies. Yeah, you had a lot of OGs around, but you only had a few real big homies. A big homie is gonna tell you the real, my nigga.
Yeah.
Even though we glamorize all of this street shit, this hood shit, the fact of the matter is it's detrimental, it's dangerous, it causes long-term trauma. It affects everyone in your circle as well as those outside of the circle. Mm-hmm. But most of your OGs will never tell you that. But your big homie will.
Yeah.
Even if he done got killed 12 niggas, if he really care about you, he gonna sit you down and say, you know what, like, hey, bro, you don't do that, my nigga. It's another way to do that. So, me growing up with real big homies that really used to pull me to the side, like, hey, man, come here, bro, what you doing out here, my nigga? Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I kind of...
Those brothers that you would listen to.
Yeah, I wanted to be that nigga when I got older. So now when I had the homies come up to me, asking me about life shit, I always tell them, hey, my nigga, I know I'm from the hood for sure, and everybody know I'm a blood, the whole fucking planet know.
Yeah.
I don't want you to do it.
Yeah, still.
I don't want you to do it, my nigga.
Yeah.
Because you could get killed, dog. I don't want you to do it, my nigga. I care about you, so I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you wanna do it, go ahead. But let me tell you the consequences of you doing this shit. The same with women, my nigga. How you say, you know, I tell them the same shit. Yeah, it's cool to have a lot of women. It's a status symbol. But it's also so dangerous, my nigga. It can cost you your finances, your physical health, your freedom, because these women are explosive as fuck.
Yeah,
You
and
fuck
they're
over
close
them,
to you.
You fuck over them emotionally. You hurt them in a way that they can't recover from. Nigga, you going down. Whether it be your freedom is gone or whether you be in that grave. So I always tell the homies, like, what are you getting out of it? What are you getting out of it? Back when we was like, yeah, I fucked her. Oh, yeah, when that bitch, I been hit that. Oh, girl, what I saw you with, I been fucked her. It's a competition. It's like who got the hottest J's on or some shit. It's a young man's sport. You know what I'm saying? So me being, and I always tell the homies, like, y'all don't want to hear me? I'm an old nigga. Okay, I'm the big homie now. Y'all don't want to listen to Big Ick? That's cool. I'm going to sit back. Just know this. One day you gonna think back and like, damn, I remember he told me some shit like this, and I should have listened. All I can do is plant the seed, my nigga. That's it. I can't go tell the homies to be out there putting your dick on the crap table, and I know chlamydia and gonorrhea runs rampant through African Americans. I can't tell you to go out there and keep barebacking the globe, knowing what they talking about with this whole abortion shit, nigga. So you really have no control. Once you pull your dick out, nigga, for that little 15, 20 minutes of gratification, your life is ruined, my nigga. So I always try to tell the homies, like, settle down, my nigga. Settle. You don't want a sick dick, and you don't want a baby out of wedlock, my nigga. You don't want a baby mama. A lot of homies got baby mamas. I know how it goes. But the fact of the matter is, if you do it in order, the chances of success are a lot greater than doing it out of order. I got the pussy. I don't want you seriously. We got a baby. 5 years from now, I might marry you. The structure is already fucked off. So if I could talk to the young homies that ain't got no big homie telling them they getting advice from niggas from Kevin Gates and shit, talking about drinking piss and all that, I'm going to tell you the real, my nigga. You want a successful relationship, all you got to do is chill out. And when I say chill out, regulate yourself internally, what you say, how you operate, how you live your life. Chill out, my nigga. You cannot let someone offset your aura, my nigga. And I had to learn that because, like, if you can control who you are, man, can't nobody fuck with you, my nigga. Can't nobody fuck with you. And that's what I tell the little homies. Just take a step back, chill out, my nigga, and think about it before you act, my nigga. And I guarantee you, think about it. I gotta say one thing. You know, like, you be horny as fuck, my nigga, and you be like, damn, man, I just keep thinking about pussy. I just keep thinking about, my dick keep getting hard and off and on throughout the day. I need to bust a nut. That's just what you thinking about. The minute you fucking bust that nut, nigga, guess what happens?
You ain't thinking about it no more.
Thank you. Clarity. Guess what happens? You are completely focused on everything else other than that. And that's what I tell the homies, nigga. Your dick is gonna run you to the fucking ground, my nigga. Beat your dick. Jack off. Do what you gotta do before you go risk and go fucking with a hood rat and catch a chlamydia. Or, I'm not getting an abortion. I'm keeping this. All because your dick didn't have the discipline. So I tell the homies, my nigga, control yourself. Chill out. Beat your meat if you have to, my nigga. But the days of raw dogging all these hood rats is over with. The days of the homies sharing hoes and females is over. If you're still doing that in 2023, your dick needs to be in jail. Not you, your dick. You need a little gel that go like around your dick, like a little gel, like, because you're fucking up the population, my nigga. That's what you're doing. You're ruining the population with your careless dick habits. Think about it, my nigga. You know how fast HIV spread through the black community? You know the numbers of HIV in the black community? It's crazy. You know the chlamydia rate in the black community? Everything I'm saying is real shit. Check it out. So me being a big homie, I'm going to tell all my niggas the truth. If you still want to put your dick on the crap table, little nigga, and risk crapping out, go ahead. But don't say your big homie didn't tell you, right? Don't say we didn't tell you. Right here on this podcast, do not put your dick on the crap table.
And that's why I call this the realest show on personal development that there is. No, seriously. I mean, when I was thinking of your last thoughts and what they could be, I was thinking of something just as impactful and just as important as everything you just said, but I was not thinking that. Well, and not just that, but how relevant it is, how important it is, right. and how many people it impacts.
Right. Right.
and how much we need to talk about it, just like mental
Real,
health.
bro.
It's like we need to talk about sex in the hood. We need to talk about
It's real, bro.
the results of unwanted pregnancies and all that. Those are real
Our
discussions.
culture promotes being promiscuous. Our culture promotes hypersexuality. Our culture promotes you fuck you, her, she fuck him, they fuck her. And unfortunately, what that's doing, my nigga, is fucking us up as a culture.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? No one's selective anymore. No one operates off this moral or ethics guide anymore. Everybody just out there kind of raw with it, my nigga. And like, I got daughters. That's a big reason that I speak these things that I say now, because I have a daughter that's 16, I have a baby girl that's 12, and I have a girl that's 6.
Mm-hmm.
So I want my babies to be well versed in the traps that come with these dirty dick niggas. You know what I'm saying? Now, all men are not dirty dick niggas. But unfortunately, the dirty dick nigga ratio is higher because it's more impactful, and that's the message that spreads throughout the community. Oh, don't fuck with him, girl. He fucked everybody named mama. Oh, that nigga. So we have this stigma that's attached to this hypersexuality that really needs to be addressed. So we do it in these platforms. We do it in venues. We do it in any type of conversation we can have. We launch the conversation. We see where it goes. And if we don't reach anyone, if we just reach one person, that's all we need, right?
Yeah.
A domino operates off of the one push method. All you need is one push to get that
Okay,
bitch going.
I wanna wrap this up.
Right.
We can go on for hours,
Right.
but I wanna wrap this up with trying to reach that one person. Let's see if each of these questions, if we can reach one person with your response to each of these questions.
Let's do it.
And the first one
Let's do it.
was in regards to mental health. This young brother who's caught up in the lifestyle. You know, everybody around him is in it. You know, ain't nobody within a 2-mile radius he can talk to, confide to, that's going to give him anything positive.
Through it, man.
Yeah, that's going to give him anything positive. I mean, there's Lil Smoker and Baby Shooter. You know, you tell Lil Smoker, he gonna get a blunt, and, you know, he gonna say, man, let's just smoke. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be genuine. He gonna be real. He gonna love him, but all they gonna do is smoke. Baby Shooter, he want to know where them niggas at. Where they at? You know what I'm saying? Who did it? You know, so
Baby Shooter?
These are genuine
This
folks.
for you, Baby Shooter.
These are genuine folks in the
Okay.
neighborhood. These are genuine folks. They
Okay.
love you, and they like just want the best for you. But like you said, they not healed. They only operate the best way they know how. So this youngster, who can he go to in regards to he wants to talk to somebody. He wants to address his mental health. He's hearing commercials about it. He's hearing people he respect talk about mental health now, and now he wants to talk to somebody. He want to vent. He want to speak to someone who isn't going to tell his business. Where should he go? What's the first thing he should do? Who's the first person he should talk to?
God damn, bro. And usually I consider myself to be well versed in the matters of the world. I literally have no answer for you, other than someone that comes from a similar background. Because unfortunately, the preacher can't tell me shit.
Who talked to you?
You talk to me?
Yeah, who'd you get it from? Who'd you go to? Well, that first person, like you said, you ain't talked to the therapist yet. You didn't go to the man yet, but you talked to somebody.
Okay, you want to hear it?
Yeah. What did you read? Or was it a book? You know what?
It was a combination of both, my brother. It was a combination of both. When I went to prison, I sat down for 6 years for my first bid. When I was in prison, it was the most difficult time for me mentally of all of my life, because I wanted to be more articulate. I wanted to be more intellectual. I wanted to tap into a side that I knew that I had, but I was afraid to embrace it. I met an older nigga that had life in prison. He had been down like 30 years. He was an OG blood nigga.
Wow.
Say from Anthony Park. And whenever I would say blood to him, he would correct me and tell me, hey, you know what I'm saying, with all due respect, I don't want to hear that. Now, mind you, this brother had blood tattooed over him 10, 15 times.
Yeah.
So the respect I had for him was immense. So I said, I'm going to give OG the respect and listen to what he has to tell me. So every day we would walk laps. We would do exercises. And he would come to me with, he would come to me with the little book that had like the verse of the day, the Bible verse of the day. And he would say, just read this, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you ain't no Christian. I know you come from a dark background. Just read this, my nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I started to do every day. Just once, little bit of positivity every day to see how it would offset who I am internally. And I realized that maybe if I started doing that more often, that I could kind of offset this abstract behavior that I got that everyone's seeing. So it took me to listen to an old ass nigga that was never coming home. Every day he was amazed by modern technology because he had failed to embrace it. Yeah. He was so shocked that we had touchscreen phones in our possession. He was so shocked that you could walk into a clinic and buy marijuana. He was so shocked about all of these simple advances we had as a culture that he never got to experience. So he was living through me vicariously. And in exchange, he's giving me these life lessons that will lead me to a place of like, you know what? Maybe I should kind of continue on this path and just see where it take me before I get out and someone smoke me. Because that's what was happening to a lot of my friends when I came home from prison. I would hear, heard such and such got out and got killed. Such and such got out and is dead. Such and such got out and got killed. I wanted to come home. I wanted to be a new being in the sense I wanted to be more enlightened. I fuck the woke talk. I don't like when niggas say you woke. Yeah. Because I ain't woke. You know why I'm not woke? Because I still got issues with certain black groups, certain people that I can never say I'm woke. Because someone that's woke, my nigga, you pro-black. You're pushing the culture at all costs. You don't want nothing bad to happen to nobody black. Well, how am I, though? I'm split. I'm decisive. I'm torn right between the middle. I'm straddling the fence, my nigga. I'm back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I hate you. I love y'all. I want the blacks. I hate y'all. Like, these the homies. Fuck y'all. Like, you're torn. The cut is so deep, my nigga. You gotta have a big homie. Unfortunately, niggas in the streets, the big homies is less and less. You can't go talk to the preacher. You know why? They're going to judge you. You know what they're going to say? Our 2 Corinthians says that I don't give a fuck. I don't care what it said. What it tell you about a nigga riding down on you with a ski mask? What it got to say about these motherfucking high crime rates right now in the inner city? You telling me about a donkey, nigga? I don't want to hear that story. You're a professor. What can you tell me about the hood? Have you embraced this life? Have you stepped outside of your cubicle and seen what's going on in these inner cities? You can't tell me shit about the block. So unfortunately, if you can't find someone that's lived this, you're lost because there's no treatment for niggas like that. There is no treatment for niggas like that. Smoke weed, get drunk, mind your business. There's no treatment for niggas like that. Charlemagne, mental health. Everybody mental health. What are you doing to help the brothers in the inner city? The gang members, the terrorists, they look at us like we need it. Why our PSD ain't important to the world? Think about it. Why is Army vets and soldiers and all that, why our shit ain't important? All we doing is protecting what we love is what we believe. Why our mental health ain't important for the brothers that say, you know what? I'm cool, man. I just want to sit down today, but I keep hearing gunshots. I keep hearing helicopters. I can't sleep, you know what I'm saying? That shit doesn't matter. But you know what? These are the people that's in charge of the black family. These are the fathers. These are the uncles. These are the rulers of the family. That's why our culture is fucked up now. Ain't no healing, my nigga. This the doctor right here. This the doctor right here, my nigga. And what the doctor been telling me the whole time? Nothing. You get what I'm saying? It ain't no help, my nigga. This is the closest we gonna get right here on Life of a Boss podcast. Me talking shit to the world, him drilling me. This is the closest we gonna get to therapy in the hood until they start making programs for real niggas, by real niggas. You think a doctor's degree mean you understand me? No. It don't. That mean you just got a little bit of more experience. But bring in some of these powerful brothers that really lived through something that's on a different path and watch what they can put in your motherfucking head. Everything that, just because you got a degree don't mean you more enlightened than me, my nigga. You get what I'm saying? You got a little experience. True story. You went to a little school. But what is really up in that motherfucker? The same shit that they taught everybody else. You got any street smarts? You got any field experience? That's what I go off of. That's why I love talking to niggas that I know that like you. That's actually doing grassroots shit in the community. You trying to make a difference. I will listen to you because I know you care about my city. I'm going to take your advice. I know you love Pasadena like I love it, nigga. I'm going to sit here and humble myself to you and respect you to the utmost because I know you care about the shit that I care about. So, yeah, your opinion's valid to me. But why would we let a nigga walk up in here right now that don't know shit about this tell us anything? Let's talk stocks with you. Let's talk trading with you, Forex accounts. Let's talk that type of shit. You can't tell us about this shit, my nigga. You can't tell us about it. And unfortunately, there's not enough fucking outlets, man, for homies in the hood to deal with their PTSD. So we never get treated, my nigga.
I got a question. You hit so many valid points, bro. Like you said it. You know, you addressed it and basically boiled it down to you need someone you can relate to, and that someone has to turn you on to something better than them. So a book, some information, something to get you into taking action, to get you into applying, something you can apply. But my question, not even the question I originally had, but my question from what you was talking about is, how important is it for you, after what all you said, and how we can only relate to somebody that's real and been through it? How important is it for you to share your story and speak to these kids, to speak to youngsters, to speak to inmates, to speak to?
It is important. It's man, it's imperative, my nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like how could I say it? Because it's the realest shit that I think about all the time. My whole life, my nigga, was street shit, gang shit, hood shit. My whole life, my nigga. So, and you really don't put out no positive energy from that. Let's just keep it real. Mm-hmm. Selling drugs, committing crimes, trying to fucking take niggas out of their bodies, going to jail, fucking everything that comes with the life is kind of has a negative undertone. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's like your whole life you're kind of thought like this is what's at, but once I unlocked it, my nigga, and tapped into it, and I just realized like I don't really want to die before I set my life in order.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
that's awesome.
Because I'm like, you know, I see my homies get killed all the time. I mean, come on, my nigga. I've lost over 50 homies from the hood and to murders. If anybody knows, if you know about Dina, if you don't know who's been that's been lost to this shit, then you really need to take a step back. And what I do is I always put these names into perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like I got them wrote down. You know, it's crazy. It's like a death journal. But I look back on all the homies I grew up with. Dead, murder, smoke, dead, murder. And it's like the list is so long, you know what I'm saying? It's like my Bible now. I consult this list, my nigga, and it tells me like, you know what? You better try something different before you be in that list too, my nigga. And who's to say how God is gonna reward my karma, my nigga, for everything I ever did in my life? Who's to say how the universe is gonna bring the karma back? I can't think about it, my nigga. All I can think is, at least I could try to do a little something to tell my homies, because that's the only ones I care about. Because I believe that's the only ones care about me right now. So I'm just trying to tell niggas, like, it's a different way to go than what we knew. We don't gotta do the gangbanging shit. Yeah. But we growing up as homies, that's all we knew. There wasn't nobody really telling us don't do that. So, but me being in it, I can tell you like, hey, my nigga, it's another way, my nigga. Don't look at yourself as a less than a man because you just went to go put a job application in or because you going back to school. Who gives a fuck what the homies think? Let me tell you something. If they don't support, when you say, hey, man, y'all just went to go Subway, fill out an application. If they put you down, if they badger you, if they belittle you, they don't give a fuck about you, my nigga. Period. And once I got that in my mind, like, who really loved me, like, when I say shit, who really loves me, I realized that circle is small as a fucking period, my nigga. It's so small. People don't want to see me doing something different. You know where they want to see me at? In that Bible I just referenced. In that death book that I just spoke about. You know, they think that's where I belong at, based on my sins, based on he ain't atone for shit. Who is he to come in on this podcast and talk all this rah-rah shit when such and such is dead? You know why I'm still here? Because, nigga, the galaxy is allowing it, my nigga. Because the divine one is allowing it. And maybe I'm here just to tell these stories to the homies, to tell this shit because, you know, you listen to a nigga that come from where you come from. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You're going to take your time to listen to it. I'm not listening to no professor tell me about gang murders. I'm not listening to a preacher telling me about trapping. I'm not listening to nobody that don't know about shit when it comes to this shit. So, unfortunately, that's my self-healing, my nigga. These little podcasts, man, I've been doing interviews all over, but I don't never really tap in on certain shit because niggas ain't ready. You know, they're really not ready for this conversation about what's really going on within the black community. And the truth of it is, every city, every state is going through the same shit. This battle for ego, this battle for supremacy, this fucking battle for territory, whether it be something in mentally or physical space. If we can cut all this competition out within the culture, then I guarantee you we will be where we're supposed to be at. Unfortunately, black people, bro, we're so infatuated with like the stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Versus the real wealth, my nigga. Love, knowledge, power, respect. That's the real wealth, my nigga. Not labels, not fashion, not currency, not none of that, my nigga. Because when I go to these funerals, you know what I think when I look at the dead homies? He ain't gonna never have a chance to do none of this shit that I'm trying to do right now. You ain't never gonna see your kid again, my nigga. I'll see him. You would never see this shit. So it's like, my nigga, it's you gotta keep that right in your brain. Right here, my nigga. Like, if you keep these dark thoughts about jail, prison, incarceration, murders, violence, I use that to offset me from doing something stupid. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And so when I say, you know what? Oh, why is that nigga looking? Do he recognize me? Yeah. Let me clutch. Let me grab my. Oh, then there goes the warning right there. Uh-oh. What about such and such that just did the exact same shit? That nigga took 20 years right now. You just said you got a 6-year-old daughter at the house, nigga. Move smarter. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why, like I said, it all goes back to who you hang with, my nigga. You gotta hang with the right crowd, my nigga. Like, you will be the right crowd for a nigga like me. I'm used to hanging around killers. Niggas that'll snuff you over anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's stress. I can't fucking focus like that, you know what I'm saying? I want to talk to a motherfucker that I can turn around and do this shit and not worry about a nigga snuffing me in the back of the head because of some shit I said a few years ago. Or because I didn't act a certain way based on politics. You know what I'm saying? So I had to cut off all of these wolves, my nigga. I love the wolves, but I can't bring you that close no more. Because I can't trust you no more. Think about it, even a wolf will snap at another wolf in a heartbeat, my nigga.
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah, it's competition, my nigga. Why do you shine brighter than me? You know why? Because you took the step to say, you know what? I'm gonna do this podcast. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You put yourself on a higher pedestal. That's self-help. That's self-healing. That's self-growth. That's respectable. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like me been stagnated because we've been stuck in this street mind. And when you got a street mind, ain't nothing coming in, my nigga. Think about it. Ask a gang member that's really deep in this shit right now and say like, if you seen your enemy right now getting attacked by some skinheads, or what would you do? I actually took this poll on so many of my freaking platforms. Like, cause I want to know, what would you do? Yeah. If niggas ask me, well, what would you do, nigga? You know what I would do?
I can guess.
I would help.
Yeah, I would think so. I would think so. You
know why? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because this is tribalism. This is amongst tribes, my nigga. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, this shit goes back to the African cultures. It's been tribalism, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know it don't make sense to niggas outside the tribe, but this is tribalism. So, yeah, I would intervene. We can deal with that on another day. But it's weird, you know what I'm saying? They call that being indecisive. And that's my biggest thing I deal with, my nigga, is straddling the fence, because, like, I'm really pro-black. I love black people, my nigga. And I never loved them like that until I got older. You know, you grow up in the hood, they ain't telling you that this is where it's at. They ain't telling you be a strong black person. They ain't telling you they ain't telling you that. You know what they telling you, nigga? Lace up, nigga. Get your flag, nigga. It's black and blood. And ain't nobody really telling us that shit. So it's just going, the cities that's populated so densely with gangs, they wonder, will it ever stop? No. Who's gonna stop it? It's not gonna stop. You know when gangs started, my nigga? Way back. It's been going on 4 decades. It ain't gonna stop. You're involved. I'm involved. Your neighbors is involved. All of us involved. You know the only thing we can do now is shift it. So, like, let's stop just shooting everybody. Let's take it back to what the big homies was doing, locking up. It's other ways to shift it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It ain't gonna stop, nigga. Yeah. The centrifugal force is in motion, my nigga. That's gonna keep going until the end of time, kind of like the sun, my nigga. This gang shit's gonna go kind of like the sun, my nigga. It's gonna be forever, my nigga. And I always tell the homies, that's why we gotta shift it, my nigga. I tell them, like, you know what? We could do something differently now, my nigga. It's still whooping. Yeah. It's still whoop. But we gotta do it a little bit differently if you want your daughter to grow up. because homies is dead and homies is raising their kids because there was no one to intervene, my nigga. It all goes back to the big homie. You said, what do I think of it? It's the OGs, bro. It's the OGs. It's strength in the leaders, my nigga. The big homies gotta come down off that high horse and say, you know what? Hey, man, look, even we was taught wrong. But we gonna try it this way. Niggas will never do that, bro. That's why I'm the last of a dying breed. That's why I tell niggas I'm your favorite big homie, because even though I'm tied in, nigga, and I'm tied in ways niggas could never understand. Even though I'm tied in, I'm the same nigga that's gonna tell you, this ain't for you, little nigga. You better take your ass to Sam's Club and get a job. I know the homies is roasting you and all that. It don't fucking matter, nigga. You gonna have money. They gonna need bail money. Let's play this shit smart, my nigga. And I tell the homies all the time, they want to ask me, can they get put on the hood? Can we get quoted? Can you take me to the hood? I tell them one thing, are you smoking crack? Are you stupid as fuck? No. Be a gangster on your own, nigga. Blood in, blood out. I tell the homies all the time, you think you just want to walk in this shit and walk out when you're done? Knowing this life? It's best you just stay out of it, my nigga. You know how many, I wish I could have been a square, man. Bro, if I could, they always say if you could take your life, turn it back. Yeah, turn that shit back, my nigga. To before I started pushing the hood. Because, nigga, my whole life from the time I started pushing the hood, volatile. And I always tell niggas that, you don't want this life, dog. That's why I say I'm your favorite big homie. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. Just like my nigga Big Duff used to always tell me. Just like Big Mach used to always tell me. And these niggas is respected in the hierarchy. They will always tell me some solid shit, my nigga. Take your ass home, bro. Why you over here? You think this is what you want? Nah, it look cool, but it's a certain side you ain't seen yet, bro. I'm kind of trying to keep that same level of energy that my big homies showed me, my real ones, nigga. Pasadena Kings, nigga, that raised me up, nigga. Like, you show love to your young homies. You tell them the truth. If they don't want to hear it, my nigga, that's on them. You gonna get your blessings. You planted that seed, my nigga, and you gonna sleep good tonight. Because I told my young nigga some real shit. And then when he see me next week, him say, you know what? That shit you told me last week, blood, I know it didn't make no sense, but I listened to you. And guess what happened? That's what I'm looking for, my nigga, because I'm a real OG. My whole thing is to make the homies straight. You know what I'm saying? I always tell niggas like that because that's what my whole life was given to.
Yeah.
So my family life is solidified. I'm not fucking with a gang of females. I ain't doing the putting my dick on the crack table. My family life is solidified. Only other thing that I got that's causing balancing issues mentally is the set and the homies, because I love them so much. I got so much love for my niggas I came up with. We struggle, we embrace it together. I want them to see, like, nigga, before we be in that Bible, nigga, that death list, let's think about it, my nigga. What I say, chill out. Chill out, my nigga. And that's what I've been doing, niggas. Where you be at? Don't worry about it. I'm alive, right? Remember when I was in jail, did you write me? No. I can't even be mad at you. Yeah. You a gangster. What the fuck a gangster nigga doing look like writing letters? Niggas get mad. Nigga ain't wrote me no letter, blood. Ain't you a killer? Nigga, what you want me to send you a haiku? What you want me to write you a motherfucking poem? And you gotta embrace that, my nigga. That's how I tell the homies. It's a side to this gangster shit you don't see. Them, you up in that cell sick, that soup every night life, that is my girl fucking on me, that is the homies gonna keep it real. All that shit is a different flip to that coin, nigga. Your real big homie gonna tell you both sides. Just like Two-Face, nigga. He gonna tell you, this is your choice, nigga. Let's flip that shit. Flip it, nigga. Flip it. If you wanna flip it, flip it. But just know, nigga, before it go in the air, your big homie told you the truth, nigga. It's your big homie told you the truth. And before I die, they gonna be like, you know what, that nigga Icky he kept it real, my nigga. He was a little abstract with the delivery. He was a little off, but blood kept it real. That's all I want. That's all I tell my son, my nigga. Leave your impact on this earth, my nigga. Because right now, who the big homies? The niggas giving the game. You ever notice how a young nigga call a nigga the same age as him, big bro? You smoking crack, nigga? You ever notice that? Big bro is right here, though, right?
Yeah.
Remember that. Big bro is right here, though. Believe that.
Well, I gotta say, bro, you is my favorite big homie.
Thank you, bro. This game, we charge you for this shit.
You know, for real, cause you just explained why I say you are promoting the evolution of it, cause you're not gonna get rid of it. It's not gonna be tomorrow no gangbangers.
Exactly.
It's not gonna be tomorrow no gangs. It's not gonna be tomorrow no neighborhoods. It's not gonna be tomorrow no friends that grew up together. It's what are we gonna do with this time, this opportunity, this technology?
Exactly.
And I love every word of it because it's what somebody, and by somebody I mean a lot of people we don't even know who need to hear.
Thank you.
You know, and it is the realest shit that some people can hear right now. You know what I'm saying? It is the most important word that somebody got today, and I respect it, bro, and I appreciate it so much, and I do hope that in addition to everything else you do, you put this out there too. You tell them this side. This is the story. This is the behind the scenes. This is the man behind the actor or the act or the image that I'm putting out when I'm in front of the camera. This is it. That's what I'm doing, so I don't do this. So I'm not acting out on them streets like I'm hard and like I'm a killer. When I really want to just make this scarf, and you know what I'm saying? And grab on top of this technique, you know, and I'm saying that
I really just want to make this scarf
for real, man. And that's what I love, man. Is that you took what you love and you ran with it, bro. And you turned it into something great. You turned it into a living. You turned it into a life.
God is good, man.
And that's the example you're leading, even when you're not saying nothing, even when you're not telling your story, even when you're not giving game or dropping these gems. So know that there is no pressure for you to speak on it, but when you speak on it, bro, it's just that much more powerful. So that being said, bro, where can everybody reach you? Where can they
like
tag
I was just
you?
saying, I feel like the FBI be like targeting my black ass. Like every time I get my accounts popping, here come the internet police. Excuse me, sir. Pull it over here. You got a warrant for your arrest. Indecent exposure. You said too much. So right now, I've made another account. This is my third account. I haven't hopped on TikTok yet because I don't know if I'm ready to tap into my goofy side like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm periodically tapping in short intervals. But you can find me at uno.mash. You know what I'm saying? That's my third and final time on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? My Facebook, I don't get my Facebook out because the only certain people that I fuck with got my Facebook. But uno.mash, look me up, tap in, and I'm going to lace you up. And all I do is talk about the real shit. I tell the niggas, I ain't got time to hold your hand. I'm not trying to coddle you, my nigga. I'm trying to tell you the real shit before you end up in that list, my nigga. Love your girl. Take care of your real niggas. Don't let nobody disrespect you. That's all you gotta do in this world, my nigga. Stand on your own 10 toes. Hold your dick. Like, you gotta grab your dick with both hands, my nigga. Niggas out here grabbing their dick with one hand, my nigga. How you grabbing your dick with one hand? Your dick little as a motherfucker. When I say, listen to when I say this. When I say you grabbing your dick with one hand, that means you ain't being solid, my nigga. You ain't standing on what you say, my nigga. Hold your dick with two hands, nigga. Like, what? Nigga, you heard me, nigga. Nigga, I'm on one, nigga. Like, that's how you gotta push every day, my nigga. Uno.mash, holding his dick with two hands. That's what I keep telling my niggas. Look me up, uno.mash, and hold your dick with two hands.
You heard it from the man himself. Words to live by. And we appreciated every moment, my brother, man. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for giving this game. Thank you for doing what you do.
Thank you, brother, too, because, you know, let's not skip through important pieces as well on your end. You know what I'm saying? Like, you doing what you do is important to the culture. You know it's important to the city. It's important to us as black men, and it's just important to us to have this fellowship, this open dialogue between two men that understand shit on a deeper aspect. So I just want to tell you thank you, my nigga, because I'm not going to show up for everybody. Like I said,
I know, and I appreciate it, bro.
I do my research. I know who's smart and who really trying to make a change in my city that I love, even though I fucked it up.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang with niggas now that want to rebuild this city back into the Mecca that I believe it should be. So, man, thank you for having me, man. God bless you, your family. I know you just tied the knot, man. Congratulations on that. Welcome to the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying?
Much appreciated,
you know
my
what I'm
brother.
saying? Hold it down. Take care of your queen, because if you made her your wife, that means she's very special to you.
Absolutely.
And keep that in the forefront of your brain. And, man,
Absolutely.
y'all gonna prosper, man. Y'all gonna do good, man. 5-6 years from now, y'all gonna be sitting somewhere looking back on this interview saying, like, damn, remember he kind of spoke that. I'm telling you some real shit, man. God gonna bless you, my nigga, because you doing the work, man.
Thank
God
you.
gonna bless you, brother.
Thank you, man. And like I said, man, it's been an honor and a pleasure. And I would hope that you come back sometime, man, because I know you're gonna progress and grow, and this was still not long enough. This ran over a little bit, but it's still not long enough.
This gonna give them the game that
for
they
real.
needed, though.
For real. Oh no, there was
abstract.
There was nothing about this interview that I thought wasn't gonna be extremely important and extremely necessary for folks to get. And not just the folks who need this information, but folks who didn't think that this side of the coin existed for either of us. You know what I'm saying? Folks that was like, that's what motherfuckers is dealing with?
That's too deep.
You know what I'm saying?
You're scratching the surface on some
exactly.
whole
So
shit.
it's exposure. It's exposure. We trying to expose people that got it to those that don't, and those that don't to those that do. We trying to, if we stir that pot, man, we all get hot. You know what I'm saying? we all start to bubble. We all start to mesh and feed off the goodness that we all got to give in life. And this is it, bro. This is the magic happening, bro. So I'm glad that you came, and I appreciate that you working with us on our last project, working with me right now. And like I said, in the future, I hope that I can just call you and you come through, my brother.
Before you shut us off, that movie, man, was so impactful for the city. And I don't know if people know the importance of that project. So many niggas from the city haven't seen it. Get out of here, nigga. If you're from the city, you got family from the city, you should have embraced it. You should have supported it. You should have did whatever, because the message behind it is groundbreaking.
Wow.
And no brothers from the hood have never did it. They do it in LA. They do it in Hawthorne. They do it in Gardena. They do it. When is niggas ever said in Pasadena, you know what? Let's address this gang culture, this shit that we got. Let's bring all these real niggas together and see what the conversation is about. The fact that y'all, I was apprehensive, because I'm like, okay, I'm a real gang member and I'm about to get on these niggas' movie and talk about my life. But when I thought about it, the pros of it, brother, man, it outweighed my insecurities, my nigga. That's why I showed up for y'all. Always give yourself credit for that, because nigga, that shit's gonna live in the city. And part of the culture, when we dead and gone, nigga, that shit's gonna pop up. And niggas gonna be like, remember these niggas made a whole project and had such and such on it and all that? That's the shit that we live on. Those are our statues. Those are our flags. That's the shit we look back on and be like, you know what, damn, they did that for Dina. So you know I'm gonna pull up and fuck with you. You know I'm rocking with you, nigga. Life of a Boss, nigga. Podcast, nigga. Where we dropping jewels, nigga, on my mama's mama.
Wow. That being said, man, I'm definitely gonna put the link to that movie on the show notes, man.
Watch that movie.
Definitely want to put that out there because it is powerful.
Thank you.
And it's because brothers like you showed up,
Let's keep it real.
And the hood showed up.
Thank you.
The ones that are on the ground, not the folks that are speaking for the folks that are doing something for the folks that live here. I'm talking about the folks that live here. The folks that grew up here.
Incredible.
And bringing folks together.
Shout out Steve, man. Shout out Mike, man.
Steve,
all
Mike
y'all
Towns.
cool, man. That was incredible. Y'all brothers deserve a hood Oscar, nigga, for the work y'all put in for the city, nigga. And if whoever don't respect it and applaud y'all efforts, man, fuck them, my nigga. Real niggas gonna stand up and show out for you, my nigga. Salute to y'all for, nigga, shedding some light, nigga, on the 50 murders I was talking about, nigga. For shedding light on that black book I just was talking about, nigga. That before the year, I'm probably gonna have 20 more entries in that motherfucker. But we spoke on it, nigga, and we made our statue today, nigga. So always remember that, nigga. This is our statue. When I say we made our statue, it's forever, nigga. It's eternal, nigga. It's cemented, nigga. This shit's legit.
Wow.
That.
I appreciate that. The honest mind. And man, that's what it's about, man.
Mash,
making
baby.
that different. Uno Mash, man. The pleasure's mine, the honor's mine. Thank you for showing up, man. And definitely we'll have the link to that film so you guys can check it out. It is free on YouTube, so everybody can check it out.
Look it up, man. Get your mind
You
right.
ain't even got to say you saw it. You could just watch it and be secretive about it and act like you know some shit. But for real, man, it's powerful.
Incredible.
Because it really it's a real outlook and a real snapshot of what the city really is behind the parade and the politics they push to make Pasadena look like what they want it to look like.
Ooh, powerful.
But what it is, for what it really is beautiful than a motherfucker, man. And I think that we understand it and we still appreciate it and we still want that to grow and flourish.
Love the rose, man.
And all that good stuff, man. But I love y'all, man. Check out the website, lifeofaboss.net, man. Join us, man. Subscribe. Become a premium subscriber if you want to get access to exclusive shit. And man, just remember that success is indeed a lifestyle. Peace.
Peace.
Did anything stand out to you in today's show? If so, let us know. Your questions, comments, and concerns are important to Jason, as he is determined to always deliver to you only the most impactful information and content. Until next time, please subscribe, like, comment, share, and leave a review whenever possible. You may visit lifeofaboss.net for more episodes and great resources to help you become the absolute boss that you were meant to be. You can also follow Jason on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Hardin. Thank you. And never forget that success is a lifestyle.